Thank you, Mr. Chairperson. My name is Muzi Skakane. I'm a senior counsel from the Johannesburg Bar, Victoria Mkanya Group. I'm with Mr. Masugu SC and Mr. Bilo Skakane. We all representing Mr. President Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma. Chairperson, we rise. Our position is slightly different, as we discussed in your temporary chambers, in that while we seek an opportunity to respond to the Commission in terms of 3.4, the application we wish to make today is in terms of 3.5, which of course requires that we be given sufficient opportunity. And that, I'm starting at the end, that is the opportunity we seek, and it's in terms of that rule that we make this application. But having said that, because I started at the end, we wish to make the following point, is that we have received 3 notices. And I appear on behalf of Mr. Zuma in relation to that notice, which is the notice which relates to Mr. Masego. The second one relates to Ms. Mento. The last one, which we got at 25 to 10 on Friday in the evening, relates to Ms. Williams. I mentioned the time because we want to make it clear that we do not want to delay this process, and to the extent that our learned friends have suggested a way forward, depending on the election we make, we have no intention of stalling that process. It doesn't matter what we elect to do. But the point I wanted to put on record, Chairperson, is that we received the notices on the 3rd of August. And those are notices in relation to Ms. Mento and Mr. Masego. And as I said, we've received the other one on Friday. But the issue really that has made this difficult for us is that we have raised questions, and those questions are not just further particulars, it's to obtain certain documents, because we want to make a meaningful participation in this process, this very important process. And so what we've asked are documents that we believe will make it easy for us to know what case we have to meet if we make the election, that the implications that the Commission makes on the statements are the elements about which we think we should, or the client thinks he should come here. And therefore, what we request, Chairperson, is that we be given time starting from today, because as I said, we got a 103-page document only on Friday when we requested further documents. And therefore, we want to place it on record that we will make no delays, we will cause no delays, but we want to be given time to make that election, whether to exercise Rule 3.4, which says we must make a statement. But we, unlike my other learned friends, we've not made that election because we require to know exactly what case to make. I do not have to repeat the documents that we've asked for. They are self-evident, because this process is truly about getting the evidence, and it's not a process about any flimsy discussion at a coffee shop with a friend. It requires evidence, and we want to place on record a proper case.
Thank you very much, Mr. Skakane.